These are the things that you need to know if you are thinking about purchasing Expeditions ROM, and a deeper analysis will be following after launch. Expeditions ROM is a beautiful turn-based combat game, but it brings many other things. You may enjoy the combat, but its selling point is the decision making. You will end up in command of a legion, and you will have to spread death, slavery, and civilization through Greece, North Africa, and Gaul. If you are looking for a complex strategy game involving legions, this is neither Rome Total War, neither Imperator Rome. You will lead a legion, take decisions, develop territories, camps, choose strategies, and all of this will affect the story, because it is a story-driven game, and the beauty of it lies in making decisions and getting screwed from the unknown consequences. Players love when they can tell their own story, when a game lets you take complicated moral choices. This is what makes some sagas legendary. We are talking of course about Mass Effect. Sorry Rex for having to shoot you in both of my playthroughs. Expeditions ROM is aiming for this. It will not be as legendary as letting you choose the fate of the galaxy, but I hope it keeps you entertained. You will follow the story of a young man or woman escaping death and rising up the ranks to protect their family. Quoting the developers, "We encourage you to make decisions based on what kind of character you want to play, and then see how the story reacts to that and unfolds before you. There are no perfect endings, nor are there any entirely bad ones." This is totally the selling point of the game. However, during the demo I was not surprised. You could make choices like, how would you like to approach this mission? Do you want to go guns blazing, praying that reinforcements don't slaughter you in the way out? Or maybe you prefer to kill the sentinels first so they don't call reinforcements, but alerting the other guards. Both of these actions will condition the battle in a different way, but I didn't face any real hard choice during the demo, so I will post my thoughts about this in a future video or in the review. Most of the gameplay will be about meeting new people, engaging in diplomatic talks, or investigating plot points, and also beating people up that don't agree with you in small skirmishes. So let's talk about beating other people. There are things to love and things that aren't that good. In one side you have Legion battles, which we will explain later, and in the other you have small skirmishes. These small skirmishes are hard. Each scenario is different and you will face different challenges, like an ambush, a battle with time limit, a battle with reinforcements. The game tries to keep you at odds and pushes you to make choices with unforeseeable consequences that can come to bite you. Actually, I found the game harder than I thought, having to restart a couple of battles without playing on max difficulty, but it probably is because I'm not used to the game yet. A very strong point of the game tied with the combat is the AI. During the demo it seemed pretty good. It is a lot smarter than most games and it becomes smarter with the difficulty. So finally, in one game, increasing the difficulty doesn't mean only frustrating handicaps with the AI having more health and more damage. They will avoid choke points and make less mistakes and employ better tactics. I don't want you to get this wrong, it will make mistakes, it is designed to be fun and to make mistakes according to the difficulty. If you see an archer getting screwed by trying to shoot their bow near a melee character, it may be intended to make it fun but not unfair. But supposedly the harder the difficulty, the less mistakes it makes. In this game, gear is supposed to be crucial and it will open the door to many different builds. Each weapon has a skill set and it changes with the tier of the weapon. More powerful weapons have more powerful abilities. But don't worry, this is not an ARPG. You will not be looting Diablo style. To acquire powerful equipment, you will have to craft it, which is not so simple. You cannot go to your camp and ask a random guy to craft you a legendary sword. You will have to invest in developing your camp first. In that way, the progress of your legion is tied with yours. This also opens more ways to tackle its challenge. When you play these kind of games, normal difficulty levels allow you to have fun approaching the game with many strategies, but this will not hold true in harder difficulties, and you will have to choose the most optimized ways to deal with each situation. From what I have seen in the demo, the combat has been challenging and fun, but will it be good enough to keep you engaged during the whole playthrough? Pretty hard to say without putting many hours into the game. If you like what I said so far, you will also be interested on the map and legion management. The world map of each campaign is divided into regions. When you control a region, you unlock the ability to build farms, tanneries, iron mines or lumberyards, which grant you resources needed to upgrade your legion's camp. Moving a legion is expensive, moving so many people has a high cost. The actions you will take with your legion will cost you both money and manpower. You will have to face the enemy for new territory, and it was here where I was a bit disappointed with how the battles go. You will deploy your army and extract stratagems from each phase of combat from a deck, similar to a card game. But the battle from the demo was a bit of a letdown. I could barely make sense of what was happening and I didn't find it fun. It will not pull me away from the game, but honestly I did not like it, so if you are in for this, check the demo first. My honest thoughts are that I believe it will be a good story, probably a good game, but the price is too high, and a bit of a gamble if you plan to buy it at release, especially considering how expensive it is at a value of 45 euros. We have not seen enough with the demo available, so unless you are a fan of the studio, I will wait a couple of weeks and look at the reviews, and most likely this is a wait for sale kind of game. I will post my thoughts when I get to play it in the final version. Thank you for watching, and if you are interested in RPG games and gaming news, feel free to subscribe. See you and have a nice day.